Well, we now move on to the bronze medal match in the women's individual, and here's two competitors we weren't expecting to see. Here's Japan's number 13 seed, Ren Hayakawa, who's a very high-level operator at her best. A bronze medal at the London Olympics in the team competition, the 29-year-old. She pulled off a bit of a shock, beating the Indian number 5, Deepika Kumari, to book her place in this bronze medal match. But who saw her opponent, Ksenia Perova, the number 22 seed from Russia, who has managed to work her way through, making the most of her opportunities. She had to beat opponents ranked 19 and 27 before losing to Kibo Bay in the semi-final. She wasn't expected to be shooting for a bronze medal, the Russian, but here she is, and we've already seen her shooting for gold successfully in the Russian women's team competition as well. So she knows what the conditions are like here, and she knows how to succeed here.
She does. That was a few hours ago. I don't mean to put a dampener on it, but she didn't shoot her best at all. She still seemed a bit off the mark. So whether she's had time to go away, clear her head, work it all out on the practice field and come back, or whether she's still just carrying that slight lack of form.
Well, we'll find out pretty quickly, won't we?
Okay.
It's a little bit off to the right.
We'll call it a fair start.
It's a 9 for the 28-year-old Russian. In contrast, Ren Hayakawa.
Just to remind people, on this individual match, it's the first to 6 points. 5 for the team round, individual first to 6.
Perova didn't need an 8 there.
No.
And Hayakawa has just thrown the gauntlet down here. Now, she is on course for what would be her 3rd career World Cup bronze. She picked up a couple in 2014. Might be a little bit late in the day.
I'm glad she was checking things on her bow, because it just sounded a bit rattly on the last shot. Just sounded like something was loose. Nope, she found it. Even though maybe she should have left it being loose.
Well. You just can't confidently predict anything, can you, in this finals day?
No.
There are all sorts of things happening. She had the first 2 points of this match in her pocket.
She did.
And then suddenly Perova pops up with a 10. And she just fires a 7 out there. So they share it. I mean, that is a huge bonus for Ksenia Perova.
Perova wouldn't have seen any points coming from that.
No.
When she stepped off the line, she thought, oh, well, at least I can try again.
Well, we may be in for a long, drawn-out battle here then between these two, because as you say, Mike, this is a race to 6, and they've shared the first set. That's another stunning surprise. I was all ready to give Hayakawa her 3rd World Cup bronze, but too soon. So Perova comes in with a 9. Now, she lost to Kibo Bay in the semi-final, 7-3 though. So
she had a fight, yeah.
She was busy. She was being a nuisance. She did not leave.
Affair,
yeah, exactly. So if it gets scrappy and a bit of a fight, you'd fancy her chances. She certainly seems to have settled down now.
She's shown she can do it.
Hayakawa drifts rather badly away. North and west into the 8. And that is good enough. Well, after 2 arrows, when Ren Hayakawa had hit back-to-back 10s, you thought, well, it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go. And then if you've just blinked, if you've just walked out, pour yourself a drink and you've come back in and you've looked at that scoreboard and said 3-1.
How did that
happen? I'm not sure she knows how it happened. But like you say, when they won their gold medal match against the Russians, the Americans in a match that didn't catch fire, they just stuck around and were just that little bit better.
Sometimes you get medals for being persistent. She doesn't look stressed though, does she?
No.
You know, she doesn't look like she's racked with worry.
Well, again, it's the short memory syndrome. You know, that last set was not good. Forget about it.
Smile and get on with it.
She trails 3-1, Ren Hayakawa, the two-time bronze medalist in 2014. One of those medals here, the other one in Antalya. And she'll be looking to get back into the tens, but just getting back into the gold right now is what she will settle for. And meanwhile, Perova drifts out of the gold into the red. Now that's a lot more like it.
That is.
So's that.
Not giving up.
Well, anything less than 10 gives Perova a chance to nick something out of this set. But there's no chance now. Yeah, yeah, it's that simple.
She's quite expressive.
I like that.
Yeah, it's good.
Perova gives nothing away. She hits a good 10, no reaction. She'll hit a 6 or a 7, no reaction. No highs and lows with Perova. But Hayakawa delighted to be back in this one. That was a high-pressure set for her. But she's steadied the ship. So nothing doing in that third set for the Russian. Both points claimed by the 29-year-old Japanese athlete. So now it's a 3-point sprint. You know, the way this match is going, I wouldn't be surprised if they share the points in this set. Let's see.
Some serious wind out there.
Well, yeah, right on cue. Maybe that's what caused that 7.
See that willow tree really going for it. So that is going to, it absolutely has an effect. Absolutely.
Well, it's a good start for Hayakawa. Oh dear. And that was way off to the left as well. I think this set slipped away already. She's drifted off to the left as well, but just stayed the right side of the line for a 9.
She wasn't happy when she released that. You can see where she pushed her arm across. She was trying to steer it in, but you can see they're getting really buffeted by the wind.
Yeah, that has really picked up. And where on earth has that gone?
I think with the tall buildings, it can keep the wind at bay, and then sometimes it just breaks through and really blows through the arena, and that's the result of it.
Yeah, a 26 is good enough to put the Japanese shooter on the brink. But yeah, the wind certainly did her no favours.
No, you could see that on her face.
I mean, look at that 5. I mean, and that is an overcompensation for the first 2 that went so badly left.
Yep. Or sometimes if you just get hit as you're releasing, it can just push your arm over and send it twice as far as you intended.
Well, a strong comeback this from Hayakawa. All she needs is a share of the next set. And she can leave Shanghai with a World Cup medal around her neck. Perova will at least have the benefit of shooting first here. Give Hayakawa something to follow. Oh dear,
Another
oh
one.
dear. Well, whatever's gone wrong has not been fixed.
But again, you could see the wind blowing a hair. I don't know whether it's hitting one side of the stage more than the other. I wouldn't have thought so.
Well,
But I'm willing to consider it.
it's extraordinary, isn't it? How Perova's game has just fallen apart. Oh, she knows. She knows this is gone.
Some bouncing there. Didn't matter though.
Well, there's no question that Hayakawa is handling the conditions better.
It's fascinating facial expressions.
Well, she needs Hayakawa just to have one complete flame out to have any chance here. Perova. And Hayakawa seems to be in the groove at the moment. That's a strong 9. That's a smile
Done.
that says, I think I've got myself a medal. Thank you very much.
7-3.
Yeah. Well, a disappointing finish there for Ksenia Perova. And whether it was the wind, whether it was just the exertions of a long week mentally and physically, and it has, don't forget, been a gold medal winning week for Ksenia Perova. But it just seemed to be one set too far for her, didn't it? And in the end, it was an easy come-from-behind victory for Ren Hayakawa. Good enough to secure a 3rd career World Cup bronze medal.
Got to pose for the photos.
Absolutely right. Those memories last a lifetime. 7-3, confirmation of the final score there, and just look at that strong finish. As for Ksenia Perova, yeah, you just wonder if there's a little bit of mental fatigue just crept in there just when she didn't need it. Because she certainly didn't show the consistency that we saw in the team event earlier in the day, and she shot well.